Good evening, my fellow troglodytes, you Neanderthals, hairy knuckle dragon apes, everybody else in the red pill manosphere, and all the good faithful family. Welcome to the Good Faith Podcast, where we maneuver around toxic debauchery, attempting to find harmony with our fellow man and dissect society's caustic degeneracy. If it's a pre-apocalyptic dystopia that you seek, then look no further, because right here it is, at long last. I'm your host, Ninjah Bullock. We understand you could have been a million other places, and the time is the most precious commodity any of us have. So from the bottom of our heart, we'd like to share our gratitude with you all. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. Due to the sensitive nature of some of our topics, we hope you will shield youngins from some of the vulgarity that may be spewed here. It must be noted that the views expressed by the panel are not necessarily the views of the Good Faith Podcast. We're not a fiduciary. We assume no culpability of investment performance as a result of following our financial advice. Our simple aim is to entertain and inform. Anybody living in the greater Philadelphia area interested in making an appearance on my show can DM me on Facebook or Instagram at Christopher Bulick. See the Patreon link in the description if you'd like to make a campaign contribution to facilitate our meteoric rise. I'm going to see if these sound bites are working. Guys, if you're watching and you can chat in, let me know if you can fucking hear these sound bites, because I made the fatal flaw of allowing a Canadian to do my, do the work for my fucking engineering. And if there's two things that don't mix, it's a hard day's work and a Canadian. They're fucking lazy pieces of shit. Don't ever trust a Canadian. In all seriousness, times are tough. Any proceeds we receive will be going towards avoiding eviction, keeping the lights on, medicating Clark with all of his health concerns, and feeding our gracious guests. Once again, if you feel you've been given value by us, it takes a little extra effort to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so anytime we go live, you'll be notified. Speaking of notifications, this is your notification. The Good Faith Podcast is now available not only on YouTube, Twitch, Apple, Spotify, Patreon, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcasts, Listen Notes, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and RSS.com. We'll keep pushing out these episodes so long as our following stays growing. And the path to notoriety will be for our listeners to spread the good word of the pod. If you have somebody in mind who would agree with our content, if they might be informed, if they want to ridicule us, send a link to your friends and family. All publicity is good publicity. Our objective is to have a balance between the red and the blue, so if you have somebody in mind who enjoys listening to pods, please spread our channel. Now, the fragrance of the week is Versace Eros. It's a seductive fragrance inspired by the classical Greek god of love. It's confident and masculine. It embodies sensuality and power. The fragrance is housed in a transparent blue bottle adorned with a central Medusa head. Pretty cool. To enhance the fragrance's longevity, apply it to key pulse points like the neck, as you just saw, the neck, the inner wrists, behind the ears or chest. Avoid spraying the fragrance directly into your eyeballs. No, it doesn't say that. But don't spray it on delicate material and jewelry, as it may cause damage. I guess it's got fucking alcohol and other corrosive acidic materials. It's got top notes of Italian lemon, mandarin, mint oil, candied apple. It's got heart notes of geranium flower, clary sage essence, and base notes of cedarwood, atlas, and Virginia, vetiver, patchouli, and sandalwood and vanilla. And it's got a really good high-class smell to it. So if you want to... shirt of the week, I'm not even fucking sure what brand shirt this is. Slacks of the week, Tommy Hilfiger. They're powder blue. You guys, my saying. I say look good, smell good, play good. And the director of the week is Steven Spielberg. I mean, he's one of the fucking goats. He's got such a huge fucking portfolio of movies. Most notably Ready Player One, Jurassic Park, Schindler's List, Saving Private Ryan, Catch Me If You Can, and many, many more. And the book of the week is The Millionaire Next Door. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little dry. It's all about how how you don't have to have a high-paying job. You don't have to be a quarterback in the NFL. You don't have to be a rapper or a singer or a Hollywood actor in order to become a millionaire. You just got to do little simple things. You just got to live on less than you make. But it's just I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the narrator. Maybe it's the actual book is just so fucking dry and hard to get through. But I'm working on it so I can relay those important messages to my viewers. And without further ado, I'm going to introduce our special guest of the episode. Hello, Alexandra. Can you hear me?
Hey Chris, how are you? Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So, I'll give a brief introduction to you, and then you can like carry it on from there. But guys, this is Alexandra, and I met her on, I think it was like, Facebook or whatever. I used to just shamelessly like try and promote my podcast, and you were like very, very receptive, very like welcoming of my, of like helping a brother out, and I love people who are like that, because I always say that there are four different types of people. There are what is it? There are present supporters, there are absentee supporters, there are present detractors, and there are absentee detractors. So I think you're a present supporter. Those are like the best kind of people. The people that support you and are also like there, not just like a rolling stone. They don't just subscribe and then fuck off. They actually like leave a chat, hey, keep up the good work and shit like that. So I think that's what I love about you, is that you're a very supportive and very like present person.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I just try to help out others because I used to be in a place where people needed my help and I couldn't help them. So now that I'm in a better place, I like to support others and be there for people. It's important. We live in a world that, doesn't allow that really. So
Yeah. So you live in Delco, is that right?
Delaware County.
And what are some Delco words? I know daughter. Daughter is like a Delco word. Are there
What
any
isn't a Delco word? You give us a word, we'll turn it into something. I mean,
water, daughter,
water with a
water,
hard O-O, not the
water,
water,
water. Um,
There's a big difference in the whole water situation there. Ask anybody. They'll be like, where are you from? Water.
what is wait where like what is what's like the nicest part of Delco?
Springfield, and they come in packs.
Springfield. Okay, I've been there. And what's like the worst part of Delco?
Mm. Love and respect everybody, but I'd probably have to say Chester.
Okay, wait,
Chester down to like Darby, Philly.
isn't
They're
Chester
like the
its
worst
own?
parts.
Isn't Chester its own county? Chester County or
Yeah.
no? Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's weird. It's weird. So all these towns kind of like go one. There's Chester, then it goes into like, Ridley, and then it goes up to like Glen Olden, then into Fallcroft, then into Darby, then streams out into Philly. So it's all like there, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I've been to Upper Darby. What is Reading? Reading is way far away, right? That's like different.
Decent. That doesn't really go with us on the map, technically.
Yeah. Okay. And because I'm from Bucks County, and we're like, so you got Philadelphia right here, and then you got Bucks County up here, then Montco, which nobody fucks with Montco. They're like the fucking like preppy douchebags that think they're better than everybody. And then you have Delco, and then I thought Chester County was like down below that, but I could be
Well,
wrong.
I think it depends because people tend to forget that all these towns and that stream through each other used to be the nicest towns around here. Like Chester used to be the nicest town.
Mm-hmm.
Collingdale on the map. Those were the two towns you saw everyone in growing up. Like there wasn't a bad place around here that you couldn't just travel to.
And what about Villanova? Is Villanova in?
No,
No, Villanova is very.
that's its own little fortress up there, own
Okay,
little island.
gotcha. All right, and same with Valley Forge. Valley Forge is like way down there too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's up the highway, up the pike.
Okay. Yeah. All I know is fucking like all I know is North Philly and like and Center City Philly and a little bit of South
Yeah,
Philly
like
and
around
West
here,
Philly.
it's like Swarthmore, Springfield's like the place, unless you're like a lawyer or someone of high status or have that money, you enjoy those taxes.
Okay. All right. So, at this time, would you please, Alexandra, introduce yourself by your name, your age, your occupation, and your highest level of education completed?
My name's Alexandra. I'm 29. Highest level of education would be some college, medical assisting, and then what was the other question? I'm sorry.
Did you
Brain
answer
runs.
your highest level of education completed?
Yes, I did.
Wait, what did you say? I'm sorry. Cuz actually cuz I'm getting some feedback from my from my best friend Peanut. He said, "Whoa, a female guest," because it's been 20, it's been at least like I think like 25 episodes that I've had no women on my podcast. So, he's like just as surprised as me. Yeah, and that female was my mom. So actually, like I'm trying to make a real effort to
Oh, you're great.
feminize this space, because it's like it's a sausage party in here.
Yeah, I get that. But that movie did was the shit.
Sausage party. It was. My favorite part is the juice.
Yeah, don't watch that one with your mom.
Oh, my mom ain't raised no bitch like me, and my mom's not no bitch. Like we can watch like fucked up shit. Like I don't know if you know Kevin Samuels is, but like last time I saw my mom, I was like, Mom, you gotta watch this guy Kevin Samuels. I was just showing her a bunch of Kevin Samuels, and she was like, she was kind of enjoying it. She's like 60 now, so she's not like taking offense to him talking about like 30-year-old women like they're less than or whatever. She understands the like the dynamics of the dating marketplace. Did you say your occupation?
I am currently unemployed.
Okay. So, but like,
Taking some
but
leave to fix up my house.
but would you consider yourself like a housewife?
I would, I guess. People
Because
call it that. Yeah.
because I think I have it written in the show notes that I think like in modernity, like the liberal feminist movement has like made a coordinated attack on domestic housewives, like they're like oppressed or enslaved and shit like that. And I think it's actually a very important role in society.
I think that a lot of people have different opinions on what others do a little too much in this world,
Hmm.
and they're usually steered in the wrong direction. Like, if I'm a housewife and somebody else is a housewife, somebody else works for NASA, somebody else works for the Boeing or the railroad. I don't care what you do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like I mean, they're kind of like a dying breed. Is like women who just like shore up the fort and make sure everything is all good, at home while their man goes off and does battle, and then like when he comes home, he's got like a strong feminine woman who's like protecting his peace. I think it's admirable.
Yeah, it's lost a lot, but it's usually within the Catholic faith that they do that as well.
Yeah.
That goes back before we were even thought of that. And I do believe in my Christianity. I do believe in my Catholicism. I do believe in beliefs that are higher than usual beliefs, and it freaks people out, but it's my belief. So
Yeah. Well, speaking of which, I'm like fast forwarding, but what are you? Oh, do you want to announce your social media handles so I can promote you, or if you don't want to, you don't have to.
I mean, my Instagram's Alexandra Alisea. Facebook's Alexandra Alisea. I mean, or Alisea 14, something like that. But they can just find me by my last name.
Okay, wait. Is it a dot?
Yeah, I think it's an underscore 14. I don't know. I don't focus on that stuff. Hold on, give me 2 seconds.
Okay. Alicea.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Um.
A underscore Alisea 14.
Okay. A underscore Alicia 14. Gotcha. All right, I'll put it in the show notes if anybody is interested. You're a gracious guest, so people might, hit you up and be like, "Hey, you want to come on my podcast?" I don't know. I don't know if I really have. I don't know if I really
Whatever
got clout
floats
like
people's boats, man. I'm just living.
that. What is your relationship status and the duration of your longest relationship?
I'm currently married. Been married for a year. My longest relationship is the one I'm currently in. We've been together in whole 7 years, but married for a year.
Okay. And what is in you? If I know, I'm sure it is filled with joys and filled with blessings. But what if you had to like say what makes you the happiest
MRD's
about being married?
1117 said, Homie has on his baby
When he's
Billy chain.
happy and feels fulfilled with his day and life, and there's some days I nag, and there's like typical wife BS, but it's like people don't realize like mental health in men is extremely important, especially in today's day and age. Like people really like shun men out for that or make fun of them or like say, oh, you're weak because you cry. Like, no, I see a real man that cries. Like I see somebody opening up for once. And a lot of men get discouraged for it. They shouldn't. You know what I mean? Everyone has a heart, everyone has a soul, and you got to talk.
Yeah. So
I mean,
so
there's the difference between being like the man at the house and also having feelings too.
so you say the biggest blessing is being able to be the like emotional strength for him, like being able to kind of be his therapist a little bit.
A little bit, but it's kind of tough to say right now because we're both Sagittariuses. So people get like, whoa, when we say that, like we're 2 weeks apart. So I'm the 4th, he's the 18th, and our anniversary is smack dab in the middle of the 11th. So when people say, well, how does that work? I'm like, hard. You have to work hard at it because we're two very passionate people. But if you know Sagittarius and know that realm of things, we run off pure emotion.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it's how we're feeling.
And do you care to share his name?
Yeah, sure, of course. Ryan.
Brian. And you guys have you share a child, right?
Yes, I have a stepson.
Okay, we can leave his name out of it because I don't want to like.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, but and you have how many cats?
I have 3.
3 cats. What are their names?
One's name is Xena. She's a calico. The other one's name is Little. She is a gray cat with a white spot.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Pud Pop, which she is Felicity. So nicknames, I know.
Do you name her after Cosby?
No, we're not doing that. So no offense, Cosby. Different strokes for different folks, but that's not the way I go.
Okay. So Xena, Little, and Pud Pop. I love what Mark Twain says, where if a man is a lover of cats, I am their. I don't know what he's. If a man is a lover of cats, I am his.
I get what you're putting down.
I am his
Yep.
friend with no further introduction, or something like that. Like, and I do feel that way. I befriend people who have cats. And you
People hate
already
cats, and I'm just like, unless you're deathly allergic, you shouldn't hate anything.
even and my cat like, a lot of cats seem to know when someone's allergic to them, and they like get in their shit
Well,
extra.
yep.
And I've dated at least one girl who was allergic to cats, and my cat was like the cat that changed her. Like my cat Zoe, who I was telling you about, like Zoe loved her, and she loved Zoe, and now she's a cat owner of her own. But Zoe melted her ice cold heart.
Yeah, cats are different.
Yeah. And you already mentioned that you are a Catholic, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you've always been like that?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I lost my faith when I ended up in on drugs and like in and out of recovery centers and things of that nature. But I think everyone, at least once in their life, tends to lose their faith on something. I just lost my faith in that, and I regained it. So
Okay.
you just got to find your light again.
Are you comfortable talking about your journey through like substance abuse?
Sure.
Okay. So when did you like? All right. So when did you start?
Well, I was actually reportedly born drug addicted.
Mm-hmm.
So my birth, I call her an egg, because yeah, she was an alcoholic and a drug addict.
Mm-hmm.
So she had her own issues, and then the state took me from her arms at a young age when I was born. And then I don't know who they are. I just know that they weren't in the right state of mind to be able to uphold a family. And then following that throughout my life, um, being misdiagnosed on multiple occasions on, mental health standpoints, such as like bipolar, having depression, anxiety. A lot of that was I was misdiagnosed on different medications throughout my life that ultimately affected my brainwave.
Okay. And so how old were you when you first like willingly on your own decided to, take a drug? And what was your like gateway drug?
I was 18.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
started
pretty late.
out on my own, yeah. 18 was when I really got into it with pills.
Mm-hmm.
I started out with Percocet, and that really got me hooked into that lifestyle. And then it was about the people I ended up surrounding myself with that didn't have my best interest at heart. I'm not saying they were bad people. I'm saying when you're all doing drugs and you're all taking pills and you're all doing this and that and trying to get ahead, it's hard, and you don't know who's really there for you. You're all just there for the drug.
Mm-hmm. And wait. And so I was fucking I was distracted. I was distracted when you were giving your intro. Did you go to school?
Yes, I
What
did.
what school did you go to, and what degree is the highest degree you
I
achieved?
went. I started out at Interboro Senior High School, and then something happened, so I had to change districts. So then I actually ended up going to Pathways in Monco. It's for children with hardships, let's just put it that way, or
Mm-hmm.
mental retardation, or just kids that can't do big crowds or anything of that nature.
Okay.
It's actually where my life began, believe it or not.
Okay. Yeah. The girl that I'm going out with later tonight, she's like, what is it called? ESL, like emotional something
Yeah.
learning or whatever. Yeah. So, and she said like, there's
Emotional support learning.
emotional support learning. Yeah. She said there's always kids like threatening to stab her with a pencil and shit, and she's always like, now put the pencil down, don't stab me. And like
Yeah, it's like those are the ones that should really be in a, juvenile detention center somewhere. But
yeah. But like unfortunately our entire correction system is like not aimed at rehabilitating people. It's just aimed at housing people. So like like nobody goes into those places and comes out any better.
nope.
So you went to Pathways, and then is that where you graduated from?
I did. I
Okay.
graduated top of my class. Had no issues. Graduated. I went there while recovering from something, so it made it a little bit more difficult,
Hmm.
but it was worth it. I got a full
And
education and everything.
good. And then and I missed it. How old did you say you are, if you don't mind saying?
Me right now, I'm 29.
29. Okay. So, and then how old were you when you got sober? Like totally clean and sober?
2019.
Okay.
I got locked up and I had an incident where I had gotten locked up, so I got locked up in 2019.
So you were like 24
So
or so? 24.
yeah, I've been clean since June 22nd and 19.
Okay. My math skills suck, but that would have made you like I
Like
don't know.
7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 23. 20, yeah,
23.
23.
Yeah, 23. Okay. Okay. So,
Yeah.
yeah, so like, hot stars burn bright. You didn't, your first willing drug is at 18, and after only like 5 years, you like decide that, you've had enough and that you're, needing to get sober. That's like, that like, and that shows, they say that like alcoholism in women progresses much faster and much,
Most
more
definitely.
like intense,
Like we mature earlier, it works the same way with alcohol.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, because I mean, my first, yeah, like my first time, like smoking weed was like 12, and then I did shit until I was like around around the age that you are now. Like I stopped around 29 or 30. So I like, definitely did it for, about, I don't know, about 3 or 4 times as long as you. But it sounds like my descent to a rock bottom was a lot slower and more just, like yours seems like it was more intense, just like a dramatic flush down,
Yeah, pretty much.
And
I don't like to let it get me,
you don't like to let it what?
Interfere with my daily life activities. Let's just put it that way.
And do you go to like meetings?
I work with a lot of people in mental health right now and recovery, and I have like a foundation I found. Other than that, I do a PTSD group on Friday nights, and then just stay to myself, really.
Okay. Yeah, like and like like I've been told by my sponsor that I'm not actually supposed to be saying the name of the fellowship that I'm in. Although like I mean people can probably pretty easily surmise what it is, but I'm not supposed to like reveal the anonymity of it. I'm just supposed to refer to it as like a 12-step program or the fellowship or whatever. But and like I don't like to make my show centered around recovery, just because
Right.
like because I want to because I don't want like honestly I don't want to be like this like holier than thou guy telling people what to do about
I get it.
that stuff. Although I'll do, like sociologically I do like to be that guy. I like to be like
Yeah,
you
you
shouldn't be
can't
fucking all these
technically tell
people.
anyone what to do, but you can give guidance to maybe help steer them. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
With that.
So let's get into some of the nonsense, and we can go back to
Kelly
recovery.
Bullock said, "Hi, Chris."
Hi, Mom. Are you able to hear that the chat bot by any chance? Did you hear that or no?
Mm-mm.
No. All right. So, see, guys, like I said, never trust a Canadian. They suck. So I'll just have to like hire an American to fix my shit, so that way my soundboard and my speech chat are able to play to the stream. Guys, if you're in the stream, let me know if you can hear this shit. Like, Mom, can you hear that? Are you able to hear your speech chat? Let me know if you're able to hear it, so I can know
I'm not.
what.
Whatever you're asking me to hear, I cannot hear right now. I don't know why.
Okay. So I'll ask you something that you can hear. And Mom, also tell me if you can hear Alexandra and you can hear me loud and clear, or if I need to boost anybody's microphone. But getting into it, if you could have any superpower, what superpower would you choose to have?
Kelly Bullock said, "Yes."
That's a hard one. Oof. Probably invisibility.
Okay. And how would you use it? Would you use it responsibly, or would you use it to like snoop on people?
Kelly Bullock
Who's
said,
going to use
"I can all
invisibility
three things."
responsibly? Let's be real.
Would you like go snoop on them bitches that were talking shit on you and like go fucking
No, I'm not going to waste my time with that. I'm going to do
Okay.
more important things.
like sneak into the like Pentagon and find like top secret classified documents and stuff?
I'd probably start with the Vatican, find out dirty little secrets they're hiding.
Ooh, all right. I have a. Oh man, I got some good. So we're not supposed to use the P word, but we can call it like a PDF file. So, oh man, I'm deciding whether I should say this joke or not. Do you know? All right, so do you know why PDF files tend to lose a lot of foot races?
No. I don't know.
Because this joke's gonna send me directly to hell. Because they actually like to come in a little behind.
Yeah, I can feel those flames real a lot right now.
I can feel Satan's hands wrapping around my ankles, pulling me down to the depths of hell for that one.
Oh wow, I was not expecting that one.
it's such an off-color joke. All right. Here's a question. If you could fist fight one person on Earth, and if you win, you get their money, who are you choosing to fist fight?
Adam Sandler.
Okay, all right. Wait, really? I feel like he doesn't even have that much money, and I feel like he's gonna put up he might put up a good fight against you. What?
He bought every single person that is in his movies that he does stuff like every time with all Maseratis. I mean, if that's not rich, I don't know what it is.
But are you worried that he might win, or not at all?
No.
No. Shots fired. Fucking shots fired.
But I'm one of the biggest Adam Sandler fans anyway, so it'd be a privilege to get in a ring with him.
Did you see Happy Gilmore 2?
I did. It was honestly, I thought it was better than the first one.
Wow, that's a bold statement. That's fucking bold.
Come on, did you see that cast lineup?
Yeah,
Who gets Eminem? What? It's so random. I had to go twice. I'm like, is that Eminem? Yep.
Yeah,
that's
I didn't know. I thought it was Eminem, and I wasn't sure until the alligator is dragging him down, and he yells Detroit, and I was like, it is Eminem.
Yeah, but Adam is one of the highest paying actors in Hollywood. Not only that, he's so humble. He doesn't care. He can show up to the Grammys in a hoodie and do whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And still have that heart of gold.
Who would I see? I'm gonna go for someone who's uber wealthy, because honestly, whether it's Jeff, I'm probably going Jeff Bezos. Honestly, I'm going Jeff Bezos. But whether
but with those type of money, that type of money comes a lot of problems, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but I'll just fuck it. More money, more problems. I'm ready for every one of them. You know what I mean? Give me the money, and
Would you be able to take Jeff Bezos?
Yeah, dude. Whether it's Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk or fucking Bill Gates, I think I'd be able to take any of them. You know what I mean? They're all fat, pudgy fucks whose money and power have turned them weak. You know, they've gotten fat on the on the power. You know, so.
Yeah, because you got money to solve your problems, so just pay everyone else and then just sit on my ass.
Yeah, they don't it's probably been 20, 30, 50 years since any of them got punched in the jaw. They don't know what it's like.
I know, kind of like the Cowboys.
Yeah. I mean, although it's just been they're just trash. Yeah. So, by the way, are you an Eagles fan?
Am I an Eagles fan? I was born a bird, bro.
So,
out the womb.
Did you watch the preseason game last night? No.
Did I watch it?
Did you?
No, I fell asleep, to be honest. So I'm getting a recap. So.
Well, yeah. So I was at the game because I'm a bigger Birds fan. But I mean, it's
you also got that bird money, apparently.
No, it's because I work for the Philadelphia Eagles as a face painter and photographer. So I work.
Look at you! That's fun. I always wanted to be the Eagle. I think I'd be a great mascot.
Swoop, yeah. You could probably
swoop. There it is. You know what I mean? I already got that wingspan. So what's up? Plus, I already know. You know.
It's it's probably awesome on like fall and winter days, but in the summertime, that's gotta like suck to be in that mascot outfit when it's like 80 or 90 degrees, you know?
Like I mean, maybe they put like a little fan in there. I mean, I would put a little air conditioner. I mean, they have in China right now, they have air conditioners in the back of their coats. I mean, tell Nick Sirianni, hook them up, you know, with his connects.
Maybe. Yo, Snoop is like a celebrity amongst the kids, and especially amongst the like special needs kids. Like they fucking love Swoop. I've worked like Eagles Huddle Up for Autism, and like like
yeah.
Kenny Pickett or Jalen Carter could walk by. They don't have a fucking clue who this like football player is, but like Swoop.
Actually, it's funny
like,
you brought up the Eagles because my old job, I was working one day and my CEO and me are sitting in the office just BSing really quick, and this tall, lanky guy walks in to ask me about service, and I'm like, I know you. I definitely know you, but I don't know you. Looked over, my CEO looks at me, he goes, that's Smith. I was like,
oh,
Nolan
really?
Smith? Nolan Smith brought his freaking
What?
Raptor in. Goes, can I have a key? I'm like, you can have the whole building, sir, please. Like, why are you asking me?
What, like a Ford F-150 Raptor?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He had to
Nolan
get his
Smith's
keys so he could
supporting
lock
that.
out his mom's keys so he could just have his own keys. So I was like, if you do that, you're gonna lock out your mom. And then he told me it was his truck. So I was like, oh, okay. That makes sense. It was preseason, like last year or whatever. He was here. It's when he just got drafted, so he's new.
So that's that's like before his big break. Now he's like now he's a fucking superstar, Super Bowl winner, So, but like back then he was kind of a nobody, like definitely not anywhere near as big as he is now.
No, he did some big things though. So
oh yeah,
he's getting.
Yeah, my friend Peanut, my friend Peanut's like that, like hopeful optimist. No matter how dreary and dull things look, he's always like, it's gonna be our year. I'm telling you guys, it's gonna be our year. And we're always like, shut up, dude. Stop with this bullshit. And he was like, I'm telling you, Nolan Smith's gonna light the league up. And we're all like, shut up. And sure enough, he was like dead on this year, So, and
I said the same thing. My husband looks over at me. He goes, "Are you serious?" Like it was mid-season. He goes, "You think they're going all the way?" I said, "I know they're going all the way." Like with that push, there ain't nothing stopping them. But I'm just a little concerned about the Cowboys the first game, so we'll see.
What you think they're gonna like actually beat us?
No. I think that they're gonna get mad, and It's gonna blow everything up out of proportion again, as they always do, because they do things bigger in the South. When you bring the South to Philly, it's just, oil and vinegar. It just doesn't mix.
Yeah. Well, I associate with a lot of Texans because my podcast is now going, national or whatever. So I think
I love Texas. I have nothing bad to say about Texas, except for the guy that thought it was a bright idea to walk into a bar. Remember that story? You see that on the news? It was I think it was like last year. Dude walks into a bar, not from Texas, mouthing off or whatever, had like 20 guys to shoot at him.
Oh shit.
Just pew 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 pew. I'm like, okay.
Fucking.
If you go to Texas, make sure you're strapped. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I actually want to move to Texas. Definitely not Dallas, because I think Dallas is is the land of puss. Like a bunch of pussies in Dallas. But
yeah, that made them like move into like straight middle center city Philly, like just,
Yeah.
Two different. You know what I mean?
I think I want to live in either Houston or San Antonio.
Houston. I want to live in Tennessee.
Tennessee? Okay. Have you ever been there?
No. I've only been to Florida twice. One for Phillies spring training. I actually met Chase Utley and ran over Dobbs. That was not fun. Mm-hmm. For Dobbs, anyway. Who knows Dobbs? Whatever. I met my whole family was there. It was pretty cool. They were like sitting out back, and I was like, holy cow, like that doesn't happen every day.
And
they're a lot bigger in person.
So the only state you've ever been to besides Pennsylvania is Florida? Is that what you're telling me?
Yep. And then the next time was Florida for rehab, but I got a good flight for that one.
Nice.
Got the window seat all by myself, perfectly fine.
Well,
It's not until you travel with people till you get screwed out of a seat, you know?
Yeah. I'm gonna say, well, speaking of which, but I'm gonna say definitely visit California. It's not a good place to live in California, but it's a good place to have a vacation. Definitely visit, especially San Diego. Like, so Southern California is beautiful. You know, you could be like sitting out in like 100-degree weather. Which, by the way, fucking yesterday, Arizona hit 120 degrees. So don't
Wow.
so don't go to Arizona. It sounds like a
No, I know a couple people that lived in Arizona. You know, my old mentor lived down there for a while. He worked on like those Boeing 747s or whatever, and then Obamacare kind of shut that down. So, but he was telling me how like if you move to Arizona, don't live there full time. It's just impossible. Plus, work out there is very scarce.
Yeah, because there's so
Depending.
there's so many Hispanics that are just dying to do your job for half the price, you know. So fucking, it's impossible.
I wish I could be Border Patrol. I'd be the best Border Patrol out there. Honestly, I would. People don't have that much faith in me, you know what I mean? But
would you be strict?
it's the one that, huh?
Would you be strict?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Like if a pregnant mother came like with her 2 infants, would you be like, no, adios?
I'd be like, no, you got to turn around. It's legal. I don't care if you're, the Pope walking through. You don't got proper entry. I mean, come on. That's what people tend to forget with all this. They're not doing it to be a-holes. They're not doing it they're protecting what we have as a whole. And yeah, they are a little rough with people, I will admit. But people tend to forget that Trump can't be everywhere. You know what I mean? People can't be everywhere to patrol that. It's their own thing. So if they want, they're coming in, they're going to grab you. You're illegal, you're illegal. What's wrong is wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Like ideally I would love to see a melting pot of cultural diversity coming through our gates all the time, and
Yeah.
But
I mean, think about it this way. We go to their country, right? We pass that border, we attempt to touch their flag, our head gets chopped off with a machete. Okay?
Facts.
You come to our country, you're burning it on the ground. You're trying to start something that's not there in the first place. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's like those are the people you have to watch out for, and it's the ones that wear the flag on their back that don't respect it that are the problem.
So yeah, so the name of the title of this episode is "You're Not a Tree. If you don't like your environment, leave." Or that's like the polite way of saying it. The impolite way of saying it would be like, "Get the fuck out of here." I'm sick and tired.
Yeah, there's definitely a respect factor with it. They're still human beings. You know what I mean? At the end of the day.
No, but like there should also be a respect factor of like our country. Like you shouldn't be coming here. Yeah, you shouldn't be coming here burning our flag.
What people don't tend to miss is like our soldiers are being actually very diligent with these people. They could be out there shooting them. They could be ripping their heads off. They're not. They're a little rough with them because what people don't understand is when you have such a force coming in to handle that type of situation, there's other outside views that don't want their family or loved one in that. And I understand that. But then you got big crowds that just want to be gung-ho. And like, I'm sorry, you're not getting through that force. You're just not. You're getting whelmed. You just are. They're trained to protect our country. Like, good luck.
So are you comfortable with saying who you voted for?
Oh, I don't care. Trump.
Okay. And do you know what, like, I'm assuming you know what Trump derangement syndrome is, right?
Yeah, but there's people like me that look at stuff Biden has done, Kamala, and then there's his parties, and then there's just I feel like it's very, very, it's a scary thing right now to even touch on.
Yo, the mainstream media must have done a great job of suppressing this one and not letting it see the light of day. Did you? It's the funniest thing I've seen, like maybe of all time. But like, did you see what Joe Biden said to Elton John?
No, what he said?
Oh my God! Fucking, he was pinning a medal to Elton John's like neck. Like whatever. I don't know what Elton John did. Elton John had like a good career, and he's been an ally to many, and he's a an inspirational artist or whatever. As Joe Biden...
Rick M. said, my politics tonight. Hello, gang.
What's up, Rick? As Joe Biden's pinning a medal around Elton John's neck, he says, by the way, folks, it's this guy's fault that we spent $6 billion on fighting AIDS, HIV/AIDS. he blamed Elton John for AIDS. And it's real. This is not like AI generated. This is like the guy who was.
I mean, he can't read. President. He can't see. How is somebody supposed to run a country when you can't even see what's in front of you? You know what I mean? I mean, it's not like we're making fun of the guy. I mean, some people are, don't get me wrong, but it's factual. You can't run a country if you are doing this stuff and putting us people in danger because of you.
But there was an entire half of the country saying like, no, this guy's mentally fit. This guy's competent. This guy can run our country. I mean, if you say that Trump is a racist and you say that Trump is transphobic and you say that Trump is an Islamophobe.
D-Rock said, Chris, it's not real fact.
I mean, I think there's a
stuff.
whole reason behind what Trump's doing. It's a lot deeper than what people tend to even view or even get into.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I just think it's funny. It is real. I did fact check it earlier because I didn't think that it was possible that Joe Biden actually said those type of words to fucking Elton John, and like, you know, he really did say that shit.
I just wanted to ask something about this because I haven't really asked anybody about this, but there's been like rumors about it within like the higher elite parties that there's
checkers have entered the room
of like the presidential parties and stuff. Yeah, and then with like,
what was your question?
Robots, you know what I mean? Clones, like cloning people, like that's a big thing with that too.
D-Rog said, PolitiFact
Heard that
says
a bunch.
otherwise.
I know it's like a whole conspiracy theory that people are going with, but I mean, it's like you got human robots and human like robot kids out here and like dogs running around like little robots. I'm like, something's a brewing here, and you know what I mean? There's deeper stuff. That's all I'm gonna say.
So I love to talk about the robot revolution because I think that it's happening, right? And did you
John
ever
A.
watch...
Dickerson said, "Yay!"
Yo, what's up?
Oh, it's
Jonas?
happening.
Is it? Wait,
it's definitely happening.
It's John Ace. He's. Is that how you pronounce it? John
Janace.
Janace.
That's Janace. Yeah.
Yeah. Rick knows what's coming. All right. Did you ever watch?
Rick M. said, "Sex but time."
Here it is. It's time. Did you ever watch Black Mirror?
No.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So he says John Ace. John Ace.
John Ace Dickerson said, John Ace.
John Ace. Got it.
John Ace. So there's an episode in Black Mirror where this, you know, dutiful wife, she loves her husband, and you know, he's a super cute, super sweet, charming guy. He fucking dies. Mm-hmm. So what she does is she goes to this company and like kind of clones him to make like this like android kind of thing. It's like it's her husband, but it's a robot. Now let's say that you were in a similar situation, right? And you had this robot who looked... Absolutely
not. I already know what you're gonna ask. No, that's just weird.
You don't know, because this question's very important. It's a pertinent question. All right. So you have this husband bot, right? And he's like he'll do whatever you say. Are you treating it with dignity and respect, or are you going to like brutalize it?
Oh my God, I treat it with dignity and respect.
The fuck?
Because if you treat the bots coming out here, you think you're not gonna treat them with dignity and respect? That's like a whole life. You're asking for a life sentence right there, hitting a government robot.
No, this is like not a government robot. It's like
I mean, like in general, I wouldn't just hit a robot. Like that's just weird, you know? It's like having a sex doll. It's like, who does that?
Well, because like I'm not gonna brutalize like a human being. Like then that's like that's evil, but like
D-Rog
brutalizing
said
a
Joe Biden was
Would you
crediting Elton
brutalize
John
your
for
old G.I. Joe
contributing
dolls?
$6 billion to the Global Fund to fight AIDS. Rick M. said, my ex-wife would
Exactly. You gotta
request
think about
add-on
that one,
items if they
right?
make a robot version of me.
They're
So,
collective items. You know what I mean? You can't get that back.
um,
Plus, whoever clones a robot should get help, unless
Mhm.
you're doing it for a good reason. You know.
I agree. But don't you think it's a little bit of a double standard, right? Like, all right, I'm not even saying you, right? Um, hold on one sec. I'm not even saying you.
D-Rog said, Bullock has Biden derangement syndrome.
Not even saying you, but don't you think if you're talking about society at large, right? Like if a man walks into a woman's room and she's got like a sex toy, he's gonna be like, whatever, no big deal. But if like a woman walks into a man's room and he's got a sex toy, she's gonna be like, this dude's like a fucking creepy pervert.
I think it is a double standard. I mean, I think it's just a kink for people. Like, if you're into that, you're into that. Kind of like people who like other stuff that's not normal, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like I said, different strokes for different folks. So if you want to buy a blow up doll transformer, for all I care, you do you, bro. You know?
Yeah, I do. Like, I want to like, and not even because like, not even because it's just going to be physically like stimulating on my pecker, but like I want to like see the like pupils dilate with terror when it doesn't know whether I'm gonna like treat it
Rick
with
M.
kindness.
said, Alexandra, how comfortable are you with AI?
Rick wants to know, how comfortable are you with AI?
With AI,
Yeah.
I don't really like mess around with it too much. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
why?
I don't know. That's his question. I'm like, it can be like super useful. Like you could use it to write term papers. You can use it to write songs. You could use it to like figure out. I wish.
When it writes your term paper, though, I've heard that people catch it doing plagiarism, so you gotta be careful with that. Just saying.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah. Like you shouldn't fucking cheat. But
I mean, I know a lot of people who cheated. Okay, a lot. They will be unnamed, but they know who they are.
Rick M. said, some people seem intimidated by it.
I mean, they should be intimidated by it. It's a robot that
It's a
can
robot.
do your job better than you can do for no price. You don't need to give it a
I mean,
lunch
pretty
break.
soon most of us people will be out of jobs because they'll just have robots that take them over for the government. We'll just have
Yeah.
to be like Futurama kind of. People don't think it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. I mean, Tesla's already driving itself.
I love Futurama, yeah. But like I think it's similar to like, remember back when we were in high school and like you would be trying to like use your TI-83 calculator to like do a math problem and they'd be like, that's cheating. Like when you grow up, you're not gonna have a calculator everywhere you go.
But now all of society needs a calculator because now that you have to do math, you have to write it out 20 times over again. Like my stepson, he brings home his math work. I'm like,
yeah, like you can.
that ain't normal, but all right, that's how we're teaching folks today.
Yeah, like we all have graphing calculators in our, like, I don't know if anybody's ever heard of one of these, but it's like the smartest fucking supercomputer known to man. We're all carrying around in our pockets, like.
Is that Apple or Android?
This is an iPhone.
Oh, typical.
Wait, you're an Android girl?
Am I an Android girl? You do realize Android came out before iPhone, right? Everything that Apple can do, Android can do better.
Well,
it did it first.
I don't know.
iPhone copied Android. Everyone knows that. But I've had both, so I can vote. I can be a person that can vote on both.
So I've had both too. So what do you say to those girls that say that they get the ick if a guy's like text bubble is green or whatever? Do you think those girls are like fucking stupid?
What do you mean?
Like there are girls that get the ick when a guy has an Android. Do you think they're just like stupid bimbos?
I think they have a very low mindset or IQ, yeah. And just runs on daddy's money. So some of us need to work for what we earn. So, and it's an opinion. I mean, if you want an iPhone, you want an Android, who gives a shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a phone.
So speaking of all right, so let's get deeper into this like women men shit. Do you prefer a man with a dad bod or a man with like a fucking David Hasselhoff body or Arnold Schwarzenegger or whatever? You know, take your pick.
Definitely dad bod. My husband has a dad bod. Love it because I've been in a situation in my past where I've been with both parties. You know what I mean? I've had a dad bod. I've had ripped abs to next Tuesday, but the ripped abs comes with a low IQ. It seemed it was a repetitive nature, not just those together. You know what I mean? My past at least.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, as you tend to grow and get older and realize more stuff, it's like, no offense, the guy that's 12 pack, all about protein, cares more about his weight set than he does his wife. I mean, that's technically that type of juice head, but I can't say it about all men. You know what I mean? That would be putting all men in a category, which not all men are in the same category. So I was just lucky enough to meet a man that wanted to get to know me as a person and not my body or whatever I brought to the table. It was just solely me. Not a lot of people get that.
So they did a study on this where they hooked women up to like a brain scan and asked them this question. And they asked them, you know, do you like dad bod? Do you like rip bod? And a lot of the women, majority of them said dad bod. Then they brought in like you know, males with different body types, and they watched the brain activity of these women when they were looking at specific bodies, and their brains actually showed more activity in the like excitement center of their brain when they saw ripped bods. But they were, you know, like, I guess you could call it lying about their actual preferences, you know?
It's not, so as a woman, it's not lying. So even as a man, it's not lying on what you want, right? When you're put into like a room with a brainwave detector and like a bunch of men in different categories, your mind tells you what you feel before you actually do. So when that's happening, you got 50 different men in front of you and you got different bodies taped. Like, yeah, your brain's saying one thing, but you're saying another. Your brain's going to go to the guy that obviously isn't normal. Just like if you line up a bunch of women, you got, okay, let's say there's 4 that are a little obese. You got some in the midway with a pudge, and then you got skin and bones. It's like, out of all of that, the guy's going to go to what is most attractive to the mind. It's not what's attractive to them, if that makes sense.
And yeah, they also did this experiment with men and women and had them like watch different like pornographic material, and they found that like men are so much more like specific about what arouses them. Like men only want to see women, like men only want to see human women have sex, you know. But
that's definitely not true.
Well, like
definitely not true.
Why are you saying some of them like watching like gay sex or something? You're saying?
I mean, I've met some freaks.
Oh well, like I've
met some freaks out there. Like, nothing wrong with it. It's just.
I'm not saying. Maybe these were only like straight men and women that they did.
D-Rog
and
said,
I'm not saying
Bullock
that.
has never heard of a furry lol.
But I'm not saying that like there aren't gay people. But
right,
like what they found was there was a larger like a larger wider distribution of what women were like aroused by. Like women could watch like two monkeys have sex and they'd like find it erotic, or women could see like a man and a man have sex, or a woman and a woman have sex, and it was like a lot more stimulating to their brains, you know, because like women are more imaginative, I guess you would say.
Creative in a way.
Yeah. That's why the kind of content that women consume to like be put in that place is like usually books, like, you know, where they're like reading these long stories of, you know, like Christian Grey banging whatever her name is.
50 Shades of Grey, Anastasia.
Anastasia, yeah, fucking, and men just want to watch like a fucking, you know.
Yeah. I mean, that movie and book was even a little too dirty for me. If you tell me, I mean, it's just a little uncomfortable. It's just like, dude, get over yourself, seriously.
I think it's like unrealistic. Like the dude's this like high status man with like, you know, billions of dollars, and he's like choosing to be, you know, like
Derog
a
said,
one
the
woman
furry
man
community is predominantly men.
Like, it's like he seduces, but he likes to get seduced, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's kind of sickening. It's like, dude, why can't you take me out? Like, you know what I mean? Like in the book I'm reading, like, why wouldn't you take me out to like a movie, maybe take me on a vacation, then go home and like cuddle up by a fire, not like bondage my whole body and rip my soul out and then put it back together and think that's okay. Like, what?
Yeah, and I think honestly, like ever since that movie came out, like a lot of people have like developed these like kinks for like bondage and shit like that. And honestly, like everything in that movie is pretty like vanilla.
I don't care what anyone says. You ask any adult party, they like some sort of bondage.
Yeah, something like at the very least, like a spanking or a slapping or a hair pulling or a choking.
It's like when you're a child, right? And you fall on your knee and your kneecap's not fully developed yet, but it's there, but it's not, but it's just mush, and it's just that feeling of like, shit, that just happened. That's the type of feeling, you know, surprise. It's like surprise, you know.
Yeah, and that's why to bring
not to like bring kids into that category. It was just an example.
I know what you mean. But to bring this full circle, that's why I like to see the terror in a sex bot's eyes right before it doesn't know whether I'm gonna like kill it or pleasure. You know, I want to like.
Well, what was that movie? It was like Megan or something, and then that other one. It was like she dressed in pink. Me and my husband watched it. It was like a
Subservient, I think it was called.
Subservient. It was weird when he owned the robot and then he locked her in the car and then she turned ape. Like, I would have went ape too. Like, don't play with me. Like, literally playing with my system right now. Like, who are you?
She's like, I love you, Josh. I'll cook for you. I'll have sex with you. I'll do whatever you want. And he's like, no.
You're a
Johnny
robot.
Dickerson
what?
said, face with tears of joy. What I
just
miss.
how he told her, it was just cringe. That whole movie was so weird, dude. When they were on the forest,
I like
and
it because my favorite genre of cinema is like fuckbots. Like because I really do think that the robot revolution's going to happen. I think that there's going to be a bunch of these horny pervert guys that are going to like pay their life savings to have these like cutting edge fuckbots, and then they're going to just brutalize them and use them as these like cum dumpsters, and then these
very big possibility.
Yeah, these fuckbots are going to gain sentience and be like, you know what, I'm not okay with this, and I have like superhuman strength, like I'm just going to like grab your fucking dick and like rip it, I'm going to grab your like
take his dick and twist it.
What's that from? That's from like an MMA fight or whatever.
Yeah, it is. I forgot which fight it was.
Grab his dick and twist
it. There's a promoter and he's like, take his dick and twist it. A good old dick twist. I'm like, Jesus, take the wheel with that guy.
I love a good viral video on YouTube.
Yeah, you get some weird videos and then you just get them good ones, and it's just like every like 10 videos.
Johnny Dickerson said,
like, oh,
twisted is crazy work, lol.
So, all right. So, while we're talking about this debauchery, would you rather, Brian were the first soldier in a
It's Ryan, not Brian.
Ryan, okay.
It happens every time. It's always the B-man.
My best friend's name is Ryan. Would you rather Ryan be the first soldier in an army of 100, no armor, no body armor, no helmets, no guns, no spears, no knives, to go charging at an alpha male silverback gorilla in a fight to the death? Or would you rather him be the last soldier in an army of 100 men to go into a motel room with no condom, although the implication is that everybody involved is STI, STD checked, so there's no risk of STD or STI. And would you rather him have raw dog penetration with Bonnie Blue?
That wouldn't be a question, gorilla, because he finds her repulsing, and she should. I mean, no, adult entertainment's one thing.
What would you rather? What would you rather?
Oh, I'd fight that ape. Give me the sword, or give me something. Give me my saliva. Give me anything. Oh, you know what I mean? Pew pew. If there's a will, there's a way, sir. I am not being subjectified to that sexification. Okay, that is not normal to have 1,000 men and then say, "Oh, I'm open to the public on Broad Street." Like what? You're asking for a problem.
See, I'm alone on an island
said,
here.
Chris hate the ape answer.
I'm alone on an island here because I think this question exposes this this phenomenon that society has for men and women, and that is that men are expected to die with honor instead of to live with dishonor. Because like it's dishonorable to go and have sex with Bonnie Blue. That's like a shameful act for sure. But I still would rather be alive than dead. You know, I don't care about honor.
There's not always an STI check with her apparently though. I don't know if you knew that.
Okay, well in this hypothetical scenario, everyone's checked. Like I mean, I do think she's very disgusting, but you know.
John Ace Dickerson said.
I mean, she puts adult entertainment to shame. I mean, she puts a bad name out there, so then everyone's like, "Oh, this porn star's getting 1,000 dicks too." It's like, no, go read a Bible. Babe.
What's the other one? Lily Phillips or something like that. Lily.
I have no idea, but she's literally 13. She looks 13. And she subjectifies her to that, but she says, "Okay, I want to make that money too." So you can't blame you can't blame them either. Like they want it.
Yo, speaking of little twats that are hungering for semen deposits, did you hear about this girl, Lil Tay? Did you hear about Lil Tay?
Rick M.
No,
said,
she's a new one.
I trust Bonnie Blue's STD fact checker.
Wait, I'm sorry. What did you say? The chat was in my.
Let me guess. Another blonde one, dumb. You know, because blondes have more fun apparently. Oh.
Yeah, a dumb blonde that just gets used like a cum dumpster.
Not putting all blondes in that category. I love I love my blondes that love me, but you know what I mean. There's like Yoshi's Island too.
My mom and my sister are blonde, so like it's not all blondes, but this girl Lil Tay, she just turned 18, started an OnlyFans because that's what young girls do. They love to start OnlyFans. She made $1 million on her first 3 hours of being a legal adult and like selling pornographic material of herself. Like fucking freshly 18, and the world just fucking gave this young 18-year-old $1 million to watch her fuck.
I mean, she's 18. I mean, unless Pornhub or OnlyFans ups their age, I mean, I would maybe to help, women pick a school and not a dick.
Yeah, like I do agree that adulthood begins at 18, and like if you can go to Afghanistan, get your head blown off to fight for democracy, if you could pick the leader of the free world in a democratic election, if you can buy a pack of cigarettes or a vape and get lung cancer.
Well, you got to be 21 to do that now, so they should make that 21.
Not in all states, though. I think that's just in...
No. Apparently, just in the U.S., it's a big problem. So.
Okay, but still.
I mean, other places are known for sex. Like you go over some different countries, like I don't know, you know what I mean? They're like that over there. That's normal for them because that's their place of business. But you come to the U.S. and you just got, Tom, Dick, and Harry sign up for Bonnie Blue. I mean, that's just not normal. It's just like you're taking your precious gem and you're risking that to go sleep with a porn star that has had over 1,000 dicks in her. It's a whole thing. It's like, how do you have a soul? You don't.
And all right, like if you're gonna do it with pride, like like, hello world, this is me. Like I'm gonna go stick my prick in Bonnie Blue. That's one thing, but they all know what they're doing is intuitively shameful. That's why they're putting a ski mask on, because they're fucking ashamed of the act that they're doing.
Half of them have wives, half of them have girlfriends at home. They don't want them to know they're doing that. I mean, I'll put it out there. I'm a straight shooter. I'm a Sag, so I really don't care.
But yeah, I mean, if you really...
I mean, she asks people her opinion on it too, and people tell her the truth, and she's like, "Oh, I don't care," And I'm just like, you should though, because like you're gonna get something soon, And then she says in Britain that she's gonna open up the main like telephone, like I don't know if you saw that. It's like a telephone booth they're setting up for her, and she said that it's gonna be open to the public. It's her biggest one yet.
So it's
To the
just gonna be like
public.
it's just gonna be a glory hole where she's just like standing up against a hole and like penises are just gonna like go
No,
through this hole.
it's gonna be like the other one. She tried to get 2,000 guys at, but then she had an emergency because she was too, sore. So this one's gonna be open to the public, and she said anyone's welcome. And she said about the couple guys she did, she was like, sometimes I don't even know who's screwing me. I look back and I'm just like, hey, I'm like, I mean, and then she said something about her dad promotes it for her. So, I mean, if that's what you're doing out here, I mean, when you and your daughter get, for giving someone something, you know what I mean?
The most failed father of all time. Like, that's fucking...
No, there's probably some other ones, but she tops right now in the US, apparently. I mean, you can't put your stuff out there like that. Promote for your sexual fantasy world or whatever and expect people not to judge you. It's like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've done some shit in my life I've been judged for too, but it's not, oh, let me take 1,000 dicks and hope one's not behind me. You know what I mean?
Well, I always say, let's bring back shame. All right, like bring back shame because it seems to have left us. It seems like we're at
Dishonor.
Yeah, but like
Yeah,
whatever.
Rickham said, great family business. Bonnie Blue.
Mulan was actually a very intelligent movie.
What movie? Melania, you said?
Mulan.
Oh, Mulan. Okay. The live action one you're talking about, or the old
No,
one?
the animated one.
Okay.
All animated.
Yeah, but like.
Sorry, I look messed up. I have sunburn like everywhere.
Oh, you're fine. But yeah, I say bring back shame. It seems to have left us. We're at this point in human history where everyone can do whatever the fuck they want. Let's just let the drag queens into pre-K. Let them teach, our fucking kindergartners about the way that the human reproductive system works. Let's fucking, let our young girls, the second that they turn 18, they could just start selling their pussy on the internet and ruin any prospects.
I mean, we live in a world where sex sells.
Yeah,
it sucks, but it does.
They just released a study, speaking of OnlyFans, that over 2 million young girls are making less than $50 a month on OnlyFans. So they're like sabotaging any professional future that they might possibly have, any relational future that they might have.
It depends, because if you set your lifestyle in the adult entertainment industry and you're like, I know a few girls who do OnlyFans. I don't shame them for it. You know what I mean? They have a regular 9 to 5 and then they do that on the side for extra. You know what I mean? So I kind of put them in a better light, because it's like you're going doing a 9 to 5. You need a little bit of extra cash. Cool. You know what I mean? You're not doing it or they wear like little bit of lingerie. They don't even go full force. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So. I think that as long as you're being responsible with it as an adult, that's fine. But if you're promoting like Bonnie Blue is for younger women in this generation, then you should just sign off completely, because you're done. You're just done.
Yeah, and I guess I wouldn't even really have so much bad to say if they were just like if they were making $1 million a month, like, good for you. I could never, even if I fucking got in the best shape of my life and I was like laying it down and making every girl that I banged orgasm every single time, I still couldn't ever hope to make $1 million a month. But like the fact that so many of them are just so mediocre at like getting fucked on the internet for all of eternity.
Now, any girl I know is making over what she's supposed to be making for it, because she's respectful and does it in a light that's not supposed to be like, oh, I'm a big whore, I just want your money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They build their own type of adult entertainment on the side and then have viewers that they've already talked to, type of thing.
Yeah.
That's a little different. Starting to promote for that, but I get it. It's an adult entertainment industry. Everyone looks at the adult entertainment industry differently.
Yeah, I kind of see it as like a necessary evil, although I do think it's getting like a little bit too overblown. Like this like male loneliness epidemic is like crazy. Like guys are fucking desperate to get not even to get a nut. Like these guys are desperate to just have another human being like
interact with them. It's kind of
Yeah.
sad. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that you're like 46, can't get it up or can't, but don't come in my inbox hoping for the best because it's not going to happen. You know what I mean? That type of thing.
Yeah.
A lot of women do. Men get angry at them because they don't participate or they don't interact with them back or this, that, and the third. It's like, no, just get the hint. Okay.
It's and I'm a big proponent of like if you're a man and you're depressed, just remember nobody gives a fuck. So you could either fucking do something about it that's gonna get you out of your out of your funk, or you could just
Right.
you could wallow
I
in
mean, we
it.
kind of live
Like,
in a world where nobody gives a fuck anymore. I
yeah.
mean, not at all.
Yeah, like you can turn to the internet looking for sympathy and attention, and a bunch of people who don't know you and don't actually care about you will pretend like they do because it gives them some type of a high to be that
Right.
shoulder
And I
that
used to do that.
someone
Don't get me
cries
wrong.
on.
Like anyone that knew me growing up, they would tell you, oh, here she goes again. Here's Alex going again. All right. Signing off next week. All right. Bye. But it was like, some people do it for a plea for help. It's like, you don't know what that person's also going through, that why they're doing that. I mean, me, I can just tell you right now, I went through a lot of shit. It's over with, whatever, healed. But it's in that moment, sometimes bitches just do it because they're just desperate, but other people do it because they're just like, I can't get anywhere here, so I'm just going to post this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, believe me, I know plenty of men, plenty of women who like go on Facebook with these long 10 paragraph, 15 paragraph diatribes. Oh, I'm unhappy, I'm sad. Oh, give me attention. And it's just like, bro, like nobody fucking gives a fuck, dude. Like fucking do something. Like the name of the episode, you're not a tree. You're not rooted to whatever environment it is that is making you unhappy. If you're unhappy, fucking leave, dude. Like make like a tree and leave.
Yeah.
So speaking of bettering yourself, and I think what it and like believe me, like when I talk my shit, I'm not like some guy that like has lived on easy street my entire life. Like granted,
Right.
I do live. Granted, like both of us do live in the greatest nation in at the greatest time period of all human history. You know, like if it is not possible to do in America, it is not possible to do in anywhere at any time. You know, so like we truly live in the land of opportunity. But like I've been the kind of person that was afraid of failure. God damn it, I gotta let this fucking cat out.
It is cat day.
Go. But I have been the person that I have been the person that was like afraid of failure. I have been the person that was like afraid to try, like just ruled by fear and uncertainty and self-doubt and shit like that. So I understand that it is not easy, and like if it were easy, everyone would do it, and then it meaning like success would have no value. So like it has to be hard, but
Oh, yeah.
but if you were able to embark on any endeavor in the entire world and there was no possibility of failure, what would you throw yourself at?
Anything?
Anything, and you can't fail.
Oh, the Amazon rainforest.
Like
And you're probably like, what?
like exploring it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said nothing would happen, so
Yeah,
I mean,
you
you go
couldn't
there
fail,
now,
yeah.
you're getting eaten by an anaconda. So as long
Yeah.
as nothing's gonna happen, I'm gonna go visit the rainforest, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go like make contact with some like remote tribe?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like dress up like them and like put dirt on my face. Go to war with them if I had to. Chop down some trees, collect a giraffe,
Go
maybe
hang
walk
with the
away with a
mud
monkey or
people.
two. Be great.
And if you had unlimited resources, and like you were a billionaire or like you were 100 billionaire, and you had unlimited resources and you wanted to give back to the world, what charity initiative would you start?
Um, I would definitely promote or try to get something set up for like a nonprofit.
Mm-hmm.
I know somebody else that's trying to get that set up right now to get back to their community. I would definitely do like a nonprofit, but in a different way. I would try to do it for families in need, not just one person. So
Mm-hmm.
if like a family was like, "Hey, I need housing," like immediately, you go build this nonprofit, you put into it, you build like say Colin Barkley did, like he builds a bunch of housing developments for people and families that are able to go there on lower income and be able to live in a society today. Like not a lot of people realize like to give back, you have to have something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like if I had that amount of money, I'd be helping people with housing first. Yeah,
Okay.
most definitely.
And do you think that, like, have you been following this USAID stuff? Like, do you know about USAID?
Briefly.
So basically, like, USAID just got defunded, and they were supposed to be doing all this good with all of our, like, redistributed tax dollars, and it turns
Mm.
out that they were just doing like all this corrupt shit. All these people are getting like laid off from USAID for being corrupt, like for funneling money into like, kind of like less than less than noble, like avenues and stuff like that.
Yeah, like overseas accounts as well. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and have you been following this like EBT thing?
Not really. I follow a lot, but that one just seemed to not follow as much. Why? What's up?
So, like, basically, like a bunch of people, you know what EBT is, like, like food
Yeah.
stamps and stuff, right? Like,
Yeah.
so a bunch of like they're cutting off a bunch of people from EBT, making people who have
Hmm.
been abusing EBT like repay the money that they've been like wasting for a long
Good.
time, and they are like tightening up what kind of shit you can get on EBT. Like no more fucking buying all these unhealthy foods that are like just like contributing to the obesity epidemic. Like you can't buy
Right.
like soda anymore. You can't buy like a freezer pizza and like all this shit that's like just making people fat.
I mean, yeah, there's women that put that out there though. There's women that will go on lives and be like, I got 4 baby fathers and I have 1,000 in food stamps. And people, you got a single mom out here, not me, but I know many women that can't even get like $300 in food stamps to be able to
Yeah.
survive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I think I'm actually happy that the parasite class of people are getting cut off. Like I don't think you should be able to get fat on food stamps. I don't think you should be able to fucking just be a baby factory as a living. Like there's a lot of women
I
that
mean,
are
some women do that. Some people do that. They have kids and don't want to take care of them. They want just government help and sit on their asses. I mean, then you got the other part that go out and work hard and provide for their families and provide for their husbands and do what they got to do. You know
yeah.
what I mean? It's 50-50, just like anything else. I mean, I
So
don't bash anybody, but if I know that you're doing that, I mean, I mean that's on you, not me.
yeah, like I've been with women who they had I don't even know how much, like let's say $1,000 a week or $1,000 a month or something,
Right.
and like I saw their yield when they got back from the grocery store, and there was not a single like nutritious
Yep.
thing in their bags. It was like Fruit Loops and Fruity
Yep.
Pebbles and donuts and fucking
Meanwhile, the guy that's providing that money somehow through them is like working a 9 to 5 trying to survive on his own.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And take care of the kids while she's making money off the government. And it happens
yeah,
a lot more frequently than people would think.
yeah.
Sick.
So I'm I'm definitely in favor of like fucking cutting ties with this socialist bullshit that we've been in. Like I think the only groups of people that should be allowed to like eat off of our like redistributed tax dollars are like the cognitively impaired. People who are born with disabilities. Let's say
Yeah.
you're born with no legs. You're born with a cognitive impairment. You're born with maybe you're born
Yeah.
blind or any kind of disability. Like I think those people should be assisted by our
Russell
government.
said,
Most
"Don't let the
definitely.
hose
I
take your
thought there was
stats."
something in place that through the government, if you were born like that, you automatically got that through the state. I don't know. I might be wrong.
Yeah, no. Wait, I'm sorry, Russ. I missed what you said. Don't let these hoes take your stacks, says Russ. Yeah, like don't let these hoes take your stacks. I agree. Yeah, like I'm like fuck this parasitic class of bottom feeders. Like, I don't think it should be a viable career path to just get knocked up a whole bunch. But yeah, like I'm trying to think of other people. Like I suppose if you were to get disabled on the job, like if you're working in a factory and like a big crane drops some heavy like brick on your back and now you're like paralyzed, or like it breaks your femur or something, I think those people should be served by like social programs. Um, that's about it. Maybe I suppose like early intervention for people with drug addiction. Like I suppose
Mm-hmm.
there should be some like social programs to help rehabilitate people, not enable them though.
Well, look at our war vets. I mean, you got vets that come home and don't have any
That
help at
too,
all,
yeah.
but they go out and serve our country. It's like, how dare you? Like the audacity.
Like we just gotta go back to our traditional values that led us to where we are now. And then like it seems like the second that Y2K hit, everybody's just common sense went out the fucking window, and they started with this fucking crazy LGBTIAQ plus question mark.
Yeah, they just keep adding a letter and another noun and another, you know what I mean? It's whatever at this point.
It's
I
just
mean, I think
alphabet
people are
soup,
taking that
like,
freedom a little too literally.
yeah.
Well, now
So
they're trying to get a law passed that they want women and men to be able to be gay going in the Air Forces and the Army and the Marines and everything like that. And they're trying to pass a law that you should be able to be transgender in the Army and everything else. And it's just like, dude, I don't care what you do. Just don't put doubts on my gun. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because there's a reason
Russell
why they only
said,
wear
"I
camo. There's a
identify
reason
as
why
a
they only
lawnmower."
stick to traditional things. When you got people, and there's nothing wrong with being that, you know what I mean? To each their own. But it's like there's things in place, and we just shouldn't mess with them.
yeah, like I feel the same. Like I don't give a fuck if you stick your pecker in a vagina or you stick your pecker in some dude's anus. Like just don't don't lower the bar for our exceptionally powerful military.
Beautiful, like military. Please don't
Yeah,
do it because
we
you're just
like
asking for a problem.
there's not much that is like there's not much that is irrefutably there's not much that is irrefutably amazing the way that the American military is. But right now, our military is like head and shoulders above the next one. Let's not let these weak-minded fucking they-thems come into the military if they're gonna have that same woke mind virus and fucking like be.
And don't get me wrong, Chris,
or,
here. I need to make this very clear. I don't care if you're black. I don't care if you're white. I don't care if you're Hispanic. I don't care if you're like transgender. I don't care if you got a dick or a pussy. I don't care. Just don't try and ruin traditional things. That's like the military trying to come into an LGBTQ barbecue and fuck their shit up and change their rules. You got to think about it like that.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not.
There's two sides to everything.
Yeah, we're not. We're literally, and it's like literally, like there's like the military is the last place where meritocracy exists, where there's not DEI, there's not fucking this gender pay gap or shit. They let the very most exceptionally talented, gifted fucking warriors go to war, and if you do not make it there, you are fucking out.
And I think a lot of people forget this. Like the LGBT community has a whole month, you know what I mean? We as Americans support it. Like I support it. My brother-in-law was gay. I don't care. You know what I mean? But if he was still alive, he'd tell you too. He'd be like, don't change shit. You know what I mean? Let me wear my sarong and keep it going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's a way to do things. And it's just like, I have family that's in armed forces. You know what I mean? You ask them, they probably tell you the same thing. Like, no, let's just keep it how it is. It's been working this way for many, 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 many years,
Yeah.
generations. So let's not change that.
Yeah, like we are.
Respectfully.
Russell said, changing age-old tradition for the sake of progress is very low IQ. Some things are
And the
put in
military shouldn't
place
be
for a
judging
reason.
on
There
whether
is
or
nothing
not
new
somebody's
under the
gay or
sun.
takes it up the ass or has an intercourse with women or this or that. You know what I mean? That shouldn't be judged. What should be judged is trying to change, like, you know, the uniform, obviously, or like the
I'm
way things are ran.
I'm okay with the gays changing the uniform because if there's one thing that the gays do exceptionally well, it's
They
styling.
do
Like
upscale. Yeah, they do.
I'm
They do. I
okay
can't
with them
lie.
giving like a little gay makeover to the military. You know, maybe we would, you know, because I say look good, smell good, play good. You know what I mean? Like the gays will have us
Right.
on point. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I'm not okay with us lowering the standards to get into the military just so women and little girly
Right.
boys can make it in there so they could
But I
feel
did
like they're
feel
in an
for this one
inclusive
guy.
space.
He wanted to wear like a rainbow bandana underneath his helmet, and they wouldn't allow that. They told him to take it off. Now that it's like, dude, it's under your fucking helmet. Like, come on. You're
Yeah.
you're getting shot at. You're risking your life. Let the motherfucker wear a rainbow bandana.
Well, I don't know. Like I'm assuming they're all wearing camouflage, right? Like you're the hint or the
Think
point
Cadet
is to
Kelly,
like
okay?
the
That's what
point.
we're dealing with right now. Cadet Kelly.
Cadet Kelly was fake, yo. She would have gotten
She was the
fucking.
shit. She was the duff, and she still's got that duff, okay?
That was Hillary Duff? Like Hillary Duff was a
Have you
baddie.
seen
Is
Hillary Duff?
she's looking good. Like she's got to be in her like mid to late 30s, and she still looks like she could fucking get it. And she's got that dump truck on her rear, like
That's
that
all natural
caboose.
too. She has had no work done.
That
No work.
caboose could bring world peace. That thing,
It's
fucking
Hillary, duh.
fucking Muslims, Jews, Christians, they can all rejoice in the fact that Hillary Duff has a nice
Duff.
fucking.
I will
Nice
die
caboose.
saying that. The Duff has a Duff. Yes, she does.
She's
Good
got
for her.
So we're getting close to the end here. We're gonna wrap it up
Holy shit, it's been
soon.
like an hour and a half.
It's been an
Time
hour
like
and a
isn't a thing anymore. I don't know if people have noticed that. Time's like getting faster because we're actually like done our life path, like technically. Like, so the more you're on Earth, the faster time goes. Get it?
Interesting. So, what do I got here? All right, I'm gonna put you.
Said, hey everyone.
Yo, what's up? I'm assuming that's Azan. What's up, Azan? I'm gonna put you
As
on.
said, it's me light.
Yeah, what's up?
I don't
Azan?
care where you put me, just don't put baby in a corner.
I'm gonna put you on a brief hold, and I'm gonna run an ad because I am beholden to corporate sponsors. So let me give them their shit. All right, fellas, it's time we talk about a pressing issue. We all know that as men, it's our duty to perform, whether it's at the trading desk, on the gridiron, the hardwood court, or inside the illustrious bedroom. There's no description that does justice to the confidence boost that you'll receive when you blow the back off your lover. How are you gonna do it? With a little limp pecker? No. Would you want to be the safe option? I wouldn't. Do you want her to settle down with you after she's had her fun in the big leagues? No. You don't. So why are you going to go to battle in the bedroom with groggy privates? The only blue pill that we endorse at the Good Faith Podcast is It's Mr. Nasty Time Blue Pills. And yes, I'm talking about those little blue pills that make you want to run, Forrest, run. Get the enthusiasm that Jenny has for that gang of Black Panthers and Wall Street stockbrokers. Not the tepid tolerance that she has for Forrest. Forget about overpriced hymns, Romans, and Blue Chews. It's Mr. Nasty Time has the real deal at an amazing price that won't let you down and can't be beat. And I know what you're probably thinking. What if she cancels on me and I'm all bricked up in the briefs all night long? I've tried these. They're a lot more mellow than you'd expect. You can have one or two over drinks and appetizers. It's not going to give away your position. Or due to the quick acting effect, just go to the bathroom, pop one or two in, and be fully equipped to perform. Just like all the expensive name brands, Mr. Nasty delivers his products in discreet packaging for a fraction of the outrageous cost that the other guys do. Around here at the GFP, we're about leveling up, and why not level up your sex life and check out It's Mr. Nasty Time to get your mojo back. Scan the QR code on the screen, Or click the link in the description and guarantee yourself unrivaled pleasure. When her dual mating strategy has her playing picky-choosy between the little nice guy and the bad boy, you know exactly who you want to be. You want to be the bad boy. Call It's Mr. Nasty time. And
Marie M. said, "Hey
And
Chris."
scene.
Hey,
Sorry.
hey Kate. And then I got one more. So let me run this one more. So, guys and gals, I don't think it's any mystery that I take my physique seriously. I'm buckling down and I'm taking it more seriously than I ever have before. I cut out soda. I'm trying not to eat any like breaded chicken. I'm not eating any like desserts or sweets. Like no more fucking ice cream. I used to love ice cream. But I'm getting into meal prepping. I just got like fucking 5 pounds of chicken because that's all I can eat is just fucking chicken. Can't even season it. I'm just boiling chicken and eating it with rice. Like so boring. Yes, it is. But like I'm working muscles in my body. Yo, what's not depressing is I just maxed out the ab machine. I can fucking do. I could do probably like fucking five sets on the ab machine, 5 sets of 10 with 345 pounds on that shit. I'm gonna be a fucking machine. I already am a machine. I'm gonna be even more of a machine. I used to just eat whatever I craved and try to outwork a poor diet, and it was all to no avail. There are still times when I have to force myself to eat, but I need no coercion to munch on Holler Boys. You can't just stuff empty calories down your big fat fucking blowhole, you beluga whale. So here's the solution. It's Holler Boys beef jerky. They pack 10 grams of lean protein into a fantastic package, and the flavors are to die for. Peach bourbon, honey habanero, southern barbecue, Chesapeake, fuego, or the tried and true original. My personal favorites are the peach and the habanero, but we all know I'm a little bit zesty. You could take one look at me and tell that. They're nice and local in tax-friendly Middletown, Delaware, and they're founded by a father-son duo. They just started tinkering with their backyard smoker, and through trial and failure, I've come to present some of the boldest and most memorable flavors that I can recall. Forget Slim Jim, Jack Links, Deets Nuts. Holler Boy Snacks packs a great nutritional value in a filling serving size for an affordable price to stretch your dollar with flavor for days that'll make you holler. Their mission statement rings true to the Good Faith podcast that life may throw you around, but you can never give up. How true. Scan the QR code on the screen and find their link in the description to tap into the best beef jerky on the market. Holler Boys Jerky. That's holler with an A. Holler Boys Jerky, the only good jerk.
I'm about to go get buffalo wings. Yes, I am.
Yo, check out hollerboysjerky.com.
Said, "I hope you didn't pop one of those boner capsules the last time
Yo,
I
if
was
it's
on
food,
the
just send it my
podcast."
way.
Yeah, I fucking if you ever come into the studio live, I'll let you try some of the Holler Boys jerky, or you can find them at hollerboysjerky.com. They're like, I think it's like around like, I don't know, $7 or $8 a package, and he'll give you like a discount if you get them in bulk. You know, I get them in cases of 20. So we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna go for another like, I don't know, 20 minutes, maybe less.
You gotta tell Bonnie Blue that. Sorry.
Fucking most of those
I'm
guys,
that type.
most of those guys
Zing.
just fucking. I don't think even most of the guys like get off. Like I think they're just. So what's the point? Like what's the point in fucking if you're not gonna get off?
The dirty sensation and knowing that the girl's not gonna tell
Dougie
anybody, and then
Fresh
you just
said
get
they
off,
could
and it's just
create
like,
their
oh,
own
my wife
division
won't
of the
know,
military, the
my girl
Ladyboy
won't know. Don't
Platoon.
worry.
They would be a
She
secret
will, trust
division
me.
that specializes in secret Ladyboy government penetration.
What's up, Dougie Fresh? Yeah, they could be like they could be their own special branch of military, the unicorns or whatever you want to call them, or the fairies, the fucking fairies. But
I like fairies. Stop.
yeah, like no, I do too. I like unicorns too. Fucking. So what common pitfalls do you think most women are making in dating, or even just in life?
Not sticking to a plan.
Mm. Okay. And how do you think that is like leading them astray?
Um, hmm. Definitely not following through on certain things and then questioning themselves on other things and then not fully keeping track of like an everyday thing, if that makes sense.
Hmm. So you think like lack of discipline is hurting them and the results that they want to get?
Pretty much. Like
Yeah.
disciplining yourself. Sometimes you got to sit yourself down and be like, yeah, no, bitch, no, no, not today.
Yeah.
You know?
And like I don't know if you went through all the 12 steps, but like
I
the
did more than
yeah,
once.
yeah, like one of the most beneficial steps is fucking step 4, where you take accountability for all of your life's actions and you fucking write it down on paper, say like this, you know, this was my fault, this was my fault, this is what I did here, this is what I did wrong
Yeah, you
here.
got to
And
own your part in it. Or you're just never going to heal.
yeah, like I think there's a big problem with many women in modern America and like in all of the West that just have this like allergy to accountability. They just cannot admit their part in anything, you know?
Well, we have accountability. Well, not, I don't care. You ask me something, I'm just going to shoot it straight. But
Yeah.
this is just like what I've been noticing with hanging out with other women throughout my life and like things of that nature. Like you can sit there around a table with 5 or 6 other women. You're having a great conversation. A certain topic gets brought up, and then you know what I mean. It's just it makes it weird.
Hmm.
But women are like very, 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 we run off a lot of, like I said earlier, emotion. So what you're getting most of the time is us running off that, just everything flooding through our heads at once. It's not ever directly towards somebody the
Hmm.
way they think it is.
And what was there like some was there some glass ceiling that you kept bumping your head into in your past? Like, can you give us like a little horror story of your past? Like, was there one mistake that you continued to make over and over again?
Trying my biggest mistake in my life throughout it, anyone who's known me can answer this too. Um, like really knows me. I feel like I was trying to fit in with people who were doing like kind of similar stuff but wanted to hide. But
Hmm.
I was more of like, I was out there. Like I didn't care. Like, yeah, let's go here. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. But I've come to realize that like all those people are coming to me now for help. And it's like, yeah, that's how I am. It's my
Have
feelings
you
on that.
have you ever sponsored another girl?
I have not.
No.
I have not.
It's a very fulfilling like thing to
I
do,
mean, I
you know.
talk to people. People come to me all the time. They come to me for advice. I mean, I've helped people, multiple people get clean throughout my
Hmm.
life. Like, I have 7 years clean. I am medicated for marijuana, but it's through a doctor, and he knows my case and everything else. I follow recovery and everything like that. And I think people have a very weak mindset when it comes to that, especially
What do you
they
mean?
they're just so ready to like you can sit in like a recovery meeting and people are like, no, I haven't touched, anything, not even weed. And then a lot of people get discouraged about coming forward because it's like, oh, you're not fully clean, you smoke weed. I'm like, not in a way that you think you would. You know what I mean? If you're
Yeah.
medicated for it, you tell people like what you've been through, like that. And then there's some cases that medication doesn't work on people either. But
All
back
I
to what you asked
can
me originally, another thing I probably have to say that I regret in my past would probably be not speaking up sooner
Mhm.
about certain situations or myself. I mean, that's the biggest thing I probably have to say
Okay.
is not sticking up for myself when I should have throughout my life.
Mhm. Yeah, I definitely used to have like a low self-esteem and I had like no standards for myself. I would just kind of put up with whatever
Exactly.
behaviors people were throwing my way. But like I can't speak about anybody else's sobriety. I can't take anyone else's inventory.
Right.
All I know is myself. Like if I were, because like I was a huge pot smoker. Like for for 20 years I would smoke like 10 times a day if I could. And
Right.
yeah. So if I had like one hit of a joint, like who knows where I would go? I'd probably be like back to how I was.
Right.
You know.
You definitely have to be careful with it. Like I'm somebody that had help like within the system to help me wean off like all medications. Like they didn't even really know I did it. I kind of did it while people were helping me. And to be able to be free of like and feel everything around me for once. And for the past 7 years, I've been feeling everything completely sober. It's like it's knowing yourself all over again.
Mm-hmm.
And some people can't do that. Some people have to have something every single minute of the day. And I used to be that person.
Yeah.
I used to have to go to the store. I used to have to go to the bar. I used to have to go over here, over there. Like not even know where I'm going half the time. I'm just running, like just going.
Mm-hmm. Do you ever still go out to like the bars and shit like that as like a non-drinker now?
Like on vacations, yeah, and stuff like that. But the
Milos
last time I was
Vardos
actually in a bar
said,
drinking
"Great
was
job."
like before I got arrested.
What's up, Milo? Because like it's not even just something that I want to do. It's like something that I have to do right now because for like I said for 20 years and then all 4 years that I've been sober, it has been my MO that I just like to isolate in my bedroom. Like where am I right now? It's Friday night at 9 o'clock and I'm in my bedroom. I mean, like I'm obviously like conducting business right now, but like I've always been like I've always just been the kind of person that I'd go to my weed dealer, go to the liquor store, get a weekend supply of shit, and then just go in my bedroom, play like Call of Duty, and just get loaded. So now
Right. Don't get me wrong. Like I have to say one thing about that. Like if you can like refrain in recovery, know your shit, everything like that. And many people might scold me for this comment, but I know a lot of people who would agree with it. If you're taking it in moderation and only doing it with other people that you trust around you, and you have like, let's say a thing of wine, like a glass of wine. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that as long as you're not falling back into your old ways and doing like all the bullshit you were. But having a glass of wine at the end of the night
Liquor?
and
I hardly know
suppressing
her.
shouldn't do that. But some people have a weakened mindset that they can't. They just have to finish the whole bottle. And I used to be like that too.
Well,
I couldn't even be around alcohol. You know what I mean?
I mean, like I can't speak for everybody, but I can speak for once again myself and say I cannot just have one glass of wine, and I know plenty of alcoholics who cannot just have one glass of wine. Like it's just it like it awakens that like demon in the back of their mind that's been just like lying dormant and hasn't been getting its fix for the past however long, and it feels like once you like open that door, then that demon is able to just go crazy. But yeah, but I
Who's in your ear? Why are you smirking? Who's in your ear right now? Who's twerking?
Well, I'm seeing the I'm seeing the chat. The chat. Yeah, like I said, I trusted a Canadian to do all of my fucking engineering. So there's a voice that'll like an AI voice that'll read the chat to you, and usually I'll say like I'll like play one of these sound bites and it'll play for you, but I don't fucking know computers. That's like a big one of my character defects is that I'm like technologically
Question,
illiterate.
did you do a background check on your Canadian friend? Make sure you don't let anyone into your sources, you know what I mean? Might end up under cloud.
Yeah, you're right. No, I didn't. I don't know how to fucking do a background check. I don't know how to fucking get my soundboard to like play in a Zoom call with you. So like I'm lost here. It's like the blind leading the blind. but
Well, you have glasses on.
it's fucking you can't trust. I have 20/20 vision. These are just to like block. These are just
Haters got it.
just to block the haters. Yeah, fucking. Um, but yeah, so like two of my biggest defects are that I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, and I'm also I like to isolate. So I'm trying to like break myself out of that like isolation thing
I feel
and
that.
trying to just go out and like meet new people.
Rick M.
You know,
said, never trust
Community.
Canadians.
Yeah.
They abuse maple leaves.
never trust Canadians. That is damn right. Thank you, Rick.
They can't even make bacon. It's ham.
Yo, straight up.
Think about that, okay?
By the way, is it pork roll or is it Taylor ham to you?
It's like tailored ham.
No.
Because Spam is actually closer to pork roll than Canadian bacon.
I call it pork roll. I think most Philly people call it pork roll. Guys in the chat, weigh in. Is it Taylor ham or is it pork roll? It's pork roll. Like we all know that.
Technically, it's tailored
Russell
ham,
said,
but
keep
it's
a
pork
rake
roll.
nearby, watch out for
I mean,
them
what is
leaves.
bologna?
Ryan
Think about that.
McMullen
What's fucking
said,
bologna?
pork roll.
What is bologna? You
Rick
said?
M.
Mystery
said,
fucking meat, just
pork
like
roll.
Scrapple. Who gives a shit? Anyway, next.
I'm
Just kidding.
not a fan of Scrapple. I don't eat Scrapple.
Oh, I only take Habersats.
What is it? Is that like a brand of Scrapple?
Habersats, yeah, or R&R. That's more famous up the Poconos way. It's a very slim slab of Scrapple, but it's the crispiest, most.
Dougie Fresh
I can't
Fresh
use the M
said,
word because I
gross.
hate the M word.
Yeah.
That means don't say the M word. But it's
Don't
a
say
very
the-
M-wordy thing.
The Scrapple is N-wordy?
M as in mom, like
I thought you were
it's
making
the word
a
I'm
black.
looking for.
I thought you were making a
It's
black joke here.
no, I'm just gonna say it because now it's gotten out of hand. Moist,
Rick M.
Oh, yeah,
said,
yeah.
Scrapple is awesome.
Okay, wait. So
like
so you don't like the M word? What about the P word? Do you know that?
what's the P
MP.
word?
These are supposedly the two most disgusting words to women. Is they
Dougie Fresh
hate.
Fresh said, moist. Ryan McMullen said, super moister.
The chat's going off now. Apparently, the two words that women hate more than anything are moist panties.
It's just it sounds like words of like.
Dougie Fresh Fresh said,
like,
women don't like the M word.
I'm never gonna have another woman come on my show, but every time I do now, I'm gonna fucking like write it in the script that I'm gonna like ask her about MP.
that is hilarious. MP.
So, all right. So yeah, we're getting down to it. I'm gonna ask you the last question, and that it. Well, I assume you're absolutely not a feminist, right?
No.
Yeah, good. All right, good girl. Oh, are you pro-choice?
What's that mean? Like I hear people say it all the time. It's just I never looked it up.
It means that
People are probably like, "Oh my god, Alex," but I don't care.
It means that if Susie Q and Timmy Smith start fucking and he shoots a warm load of jizz in her puss and she gets pregnant, do you think that she should legally be allowed to murder her baby?
I mean, that's like a rape kid, right?
Wait, no, like
At that point.
not if it's consensual. It's not.
Oh, if it's consensual, no. She should just sign off. But if someone has an instance where they're just sexually assaulted and like they, you know what I mean, they didn't ask for that guy on them or girl, then
Ryan McMullen said, "Don't get canceled."
God forbid. But
so what?
I mean, I don't like the topic because it's like sad, but I mean,
Russell
in that instance,
said,
only if
pro-choice
you
is
were
pro-abortion.
sexually
That's the
assaulted
easier way to describe
you know
it.
what I mean? Like something like that. But knowing that you consented to have sex with somebody and then you end up pregnant out of it, that's your own fucking fault. I mean, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so So they came out with statistics about like the reasons why women would choose to get abortions. I think like fucking 70% of them said no reason, or like the majority of abortions no reason, and like another leading reason why women would get abortions is like I can't afford it. Like all right, like it's fucking hard out here. I get it. Like I can't afford a kid right now. So
Ryan
you know what I
McMahon
do?
said, facts.
Like the only way I'm doing that is like I said, if I get sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
But on the other aspect of it, you're like, the girl's like, oh, well, I don't have enough money for the kid. Let me just abort it. That's
Yeah.
not fair. That's taking a human at that point. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? I mean, all of them are humans, but they're not. They're like, they're not even a baby yet, technically, when you do that. So when people say murdered, you got to be really careful with that because it's like, I hate that. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, you just had a kid. Oh, what'd you do? I aborted it. Oh, you're a murderer because you don't know that person's story. You know what I mean? So I think there are different levels to that as well.
Yeah, so but like basically the when it came down to sexual assault, it contributed to like around 2% of all the abortions that happened in America. You know, there's
Well, women tend to forget that if you abort a child from your body, it can cause you to have issues having children later as well,
oh yeah.
and other body issues.
Yeah, like I am definitely not jealous of like women. They have a very precious they have a very precious set of like of organs, and yeah, like, and it's not even like birth control is any more good for a woman's body because there's like
It's hormones
yeah,
that
yeah.
actually messes with your hormones. I mean, I've been on multiple sources of birth control, and when I tell you that it literally can, like Depo, for instance, it's like a monthly thing. If you go in, I mean, as a woman, your body fluctuates. You gain all this weight, you lose all this weight, your hormones
Mm-hmm.
change. You're not into sex, you are into sex, and then you're
Mm-hmm.
just trying to figure it out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? As you go. That's why I said many women just run off emotion. It's not anything directed to the guy. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
so that's why I'm saying young ladies and young fellas, if you want to have sex, make sure that you carry this nifty little invention. It was invented like I don't know a couple hundred years ago. It's called a fucking Jimmy cap. Gators bitches better be using jimmies. Like you just fucking is it the most romantic and most comfortable sensation in the entire world? Maybe not.
Well, exactly. But they can't always blame the guy now because they sell girl
Ryan
condoms.
McMullen said, Jimmy
I've
had.
So,
I've
I
actually
mean, like I
I've
said,
actually
both parties.
I've been with a girl. That's weird. Like that it's weird. Like when a girl puts on this big fucking it looks like a I don't even it looks like like a
I've
fucking
never seen one. I have to say, I just know they sell them. I've never personally seen one. I couldn't tell you.
it's weird and I wouldn't recommend it if especially if you're like a if you know it's just weird. That's all I can say. What's not that weird is just putting on a fucking condom. Like it's not it
Yeah.
is it like a 10 out of 10 experience? Maybe not, but it's like I've never met a guy who's like, "Oh yeah, when I orgasmed in that condom, it was just awful. Like it was terrible. It was the worst experience of my life." Like it's still a fucking orgasm. Like I don't understand all these guys
I
that
mean,
are
who
fucking
doesn't want to be protected? It was my question. Like, you're just
that too.
like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Yeah, like if you think
Russell said, hit it raw, baby.
now all the married men are coming in here talking about fucking cream pie your yeah when she is your wife, I'm all for cream pie galore. All right, when she is your
Exactly.
wife, then have at it. But when it's just some random girl that you met at fucking Assembly nightclub on a fucking Thursday night, you take her home, you don't know her middle name. Maybe you want to fucking like wear a condom so you don't fucking ruin the two of your lives. You know, like it's
Exactly. Or your needle and doodleberries end up in something you really don't know that you put it in it too. It's like, you know.
yeah, yeah, just like protect yourself, fellas.
But protect yourself before you wreck yourself. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, all right. So I like to give my guests homework assignments. So I'm gonna ask you to do, a few things. I'm gonna ask you to promote the ever living fuck out of this episode. So if you got, brothers or cousins or girlfriends or guy friends or whatever, aunts, uncles, fucking send them this. Anyone who's not gonna be like, oh my god, Alexandra, I can't believe you said that on the internet.
You're funny.
I hate
this is
fucking
actually me
killjoys.
behaving.
Oh, good. All right. Well, I'm gonna have to invite you back, and we'll fucking take the gloves off, and we'll see how you behave when you're not behaving.
I don't know if everyone wants that, but all right.
Well, fuck everyone. Fuck them.
Why? Because fuck them.
But yeah, I am gonna ask you to promote the ever living fuck out of this. Send it to anyone who you think would enjoy it. John Ace is already in here. If you have any other friends,
He's in there.
Yeah, he's been watching. He's been commenting this.
Oh, I thought you meant he's there. I was like, oh, he's in there like swimwear. Okay. Little guppy.
He is gonna come on eventually, and maybe I'll come on to his podcast. And but yeah, so and yeah, if you could send this episode to people, and connect me with more people like John Ace. If you have any other girlfriends who are cool like you, connect me with them and shit like that. And I'm going to suggest some Delco content creators to you, and this is fucking tough. But is Bradley Cooper a Delcoite? Do you know?
I've heard that.
Then I think he is.
But
yeah.
Bradley Cooper can come to Delco whenever he would like. Okay.
Have you seen Silver Linings Playbook?
Who hasn't?
Yeah, it's in my top 10 definitely. Isn't Tina Fey a Delcoite?
Yeah, she is. I actually used to work with somebody that lived on her street.
Huh. She actually I believe she has a scar on her face because she
died. She lived in Upper Darby.
Yeah, she was like hanging out by her like back door or whatever, and someone
she got hit right in a freaking shit with it. Yup.
Yeah.
Sliced her.
Poor thing. But have you seen like Mean Girls? I assume.
Yeah.
All right, these are. Have you seen the new Mean Girls? There was like the musical.
Oh my god, it was horrible. Like, why?
Yeah, I know.
It was a whole musical and it didn't even make sense. It was like, you can't sit with us, and they definitely don't go there. Like,
fucking.
Everything's a musical now.
It's not my fault I have a heavy set vagina and what did she say? It's not my fault I have a wide set vagina and a heavy flow. You're right, I can't do this.
I heard that, and even I had to walk out of the room. I was like, Regina is definitely not finding George in this one.
Okay, so you've seen all the Delco content that there is. All right, so now comes the final question, and I call it 3 truths. So, if you were to live a long and a fruitful life, and I hope that you do, and you live to be whatever age that you want to live till, you could be 120, 140, whatever.
Ew.
And however old you want to live to be, and you pass away and you're surrounded by your loving family, but when you go, all of your life's work goes with you. Every blog that you've ever put on a Reddit forum, every fucking voice memo that you've ever left, every term paper you've ever written, everything that you've ever done and said and recorded and photographed, it all goes. But you can leave behind 3 truths that last forever. What are your 3 truths that you're gonna leave behind? This is a tough question. I know, like.
3 truths that. Wow, I'm really boring. 3 truths would be.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like incredibly profound. Like most people don't have like the most profound 3 truths.
The 3 truths I would leave is oh fuck, this is a lot harder than I thought it would be.
You want me to give you like an example of mine? Like I could.
I'm just gonna say 3 truthful things, I guess. I don't know. $300 is buried in my original backyard. Only I know where it is. The other truth is that,
Why don't you go dig it up?
Because, and then there's another truth that I'm adopted, which is true shit. And then another truth would be I did 7 years of CCD.
Okay. Well,
people don't believe me when I tell them that, but that's okay.
Well, God loves you and God loves us all, and you know there's one Lord who reigns over us all, and no matter who is in the Oval Office, only one man sits on the throne, and his name is Christ.
Amen.
Yeah. I guess my 3 truths for this episode will be, A, you're not a fucking plant. If something in your environment is...
Russell said, vanilla is better than chocolate.
I agree.
Christ is king and Jay-Z is overrated.
I don't agree with your last one. I think Jay-Z is fairly rated. I think Jay-Z is a top 10 rapper. I just talked about it with one of my...
I have the same birthday as him.
Really? What is that?
Yeah. December 4th.
Oh shit, he's got a song. Yeah. I love do you know the song December 4th?
No, I don't listen to Jay-Z.
It's a really good song. You should check out December 4th by Jay-Z. It's great. But yeah, my first truth is you're not a fucking plant. If something in your environment is making you unhappy, you got legs. Unless you don't, then you hopefully got some type of wheel mechanism that you can fucking wheel your ass out of wherever it is that's causing you unhappiness. Fucking get up and move. You know what I mean? And that goes for this country that you live in, even though the country that you live in is the greatest country that exists and has ever existed. America is literally the land of opportunity. If you can't make it here, you can't make it anywhere. So, like, you might want to think twice before you fucking communists and you Marxists and you socialists start fucking complaining about America, because we're the greatest nation on earth. The second truth that I have is if you want a life beyond your wildest dreams, you're gonna have to do the work of your worst nightmares. You know, like if you want to buy things without looking at the price tag, you're gonna have to work without looking at the time clock. And if you think that the price of success is high, just like imagine the weight of regret, because nobody wants to be on their deathbed and thinking, oh, I wish I would have done this, I wish I would have done that. Just fucking go after your dreams like there's no tomorrow. And my third thing is family before everything. If you don't like love your family, if you don't like you're a nobody if you don't fucking love your family, and that doesn't even necessarily mean like your biological family. It could be like we got friends that are our family. We got like we can start our own family. So like just have a tribe and and make your life about serving them. Yeah, so that's all I got.
Coming up with 3 better truths next time.
No,
you should have did the example right. I just threw it out there like 3 truths in a dare.
I ought to start fucking like submitting this question like a fucking week in advance. As soon as somebody says like, yeah, I'll be on your podcast, I ought to be like, this question is at the very end, and everybody always fucking like gets hung up on it and like gets blindsided by this question. All right. Well, do you have any closing remarks?
No, thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you for coming. You've been a great guest, and I think we had a lot of good conversation, and we got like 40 views, which is like about my average for how I do. So
that I didn't do that bad. I didn't scare them away.
Neither of us fell on our face, and thank you for breaking me out of my fucking sausage spell. I've been going like 25 weeks without a female on my show. So hopefully this is like the start of, a new era where I'm having a lot of guys and girls on my show.
You should.
Yeah. All right. Well, guys, we're going to wrap it up. The next episode is this Sunday. I got my networking coach, Kareem, coming on from Mexico City. So that's going to be a good one. Let me go to the other view. Once again, guys, turn on the notification bell if you want to be notified when we go live. Once again, we want to humbly thank our listeners and pay them ample gratitude for their patronage. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to have such a high quality interactive show. So thank you, audience. I'd like to take this time to remind all of our listeners that we're spreading like a virus. The Good Faith Podcast is now officially on YouTube, Twitch, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Spotify, RSS.com, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcasts, Listen Notes, iHeartRadio, and Patreon. On Patreon, we're working to build additional value for the multiple tiers of donors with special content, super chat priority, VIP in-person meetings. We do value your attention, so thank you for quieting your TikTok brain for the last 2 hours. This is a reminder, if you feel you got any value by us, it takes basically zero extra work to like, subscribe. It'll move us closer to our goal of having thousands of subscribers, which will bump us up in the algorithm. It'll expose us to more potential listeners. If you guys want to share us with more of your friends, we would be absolutely delighted to extend our outreach. The quickest way for us to broaden our exposure is for you listeners to each share us with at least one friend. And if you do that, we're going to expand exponentially. We appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. If you live in the greater Philadelphia area, you want to appear on our show, please reach out to me in an Instagram DM at Christopher Bulick. The Patreon link's in the description. All proceeds will go towards rent, food, electricity, new computer equipment to improve our general show quality and Clark's medical expenses.
There he is! It's you! Take your hat off before that bill!
Yeah, my cat is an epileptic, so if he doesn't have phenobarbital 2 times a day, he will seize up and perish. So if that happens, it's on you who don't subscribe to the Patreon. You guys are responsible for the livelihood of my cat, and I love him very much. So don't let him perish. To all of our faithful audience, we wish you a wonderful weekend, a happy and healthy lifestyle, and to all of you, we bid you goodbye.